I'm Demon Wolf and we're back with more Broken Sword, but this is the second game. I completed the first one, this is the second one. Broken Sword, The Smoking Mirror. Remastered. Where'd my drink go? God damn it. Ah! Pins and needles! There's the timer. Alright, that's roughly 30 minutes. Alright. Let's start a new game. Already made a full screen. Revolution. To be completely honest, I'm looking forward to playing this one. Charles Cecil Production. I think it's Cecil or Cecil. Cecil. I'll just say Cecil. Production. What you see here is a Mayan temple or something. With a bunch of puppets. A lot of puppets just standing there waving back and forth.
This must be the place. Professor Ubier's house.
Looks pretty creepy. I'd been away from Paris and hadn't seen Nico for nearly 6 months. I wanted to celebrate our reunion, but she had other plans. An appointment with an archaeologist. Something to do with a Mayan stone she came across while researching a story. The guy who answered the door didn't look much like an archaeologist to me. I had a bad feeling about this.
That must hurt. Like, damn. Oh my god. I never actually saw this cutscene when I was a kid. That wasn't even lit. That is a big spider. When I was a kid, I always skipped this cutscene. Oh my god, that is a terrifying spider. Stuff.
I glanced over the books, vaguely hoping to find a copy of How to Deal with Poisonous Spiders While Tied to a Chair. No such luck. But I noticed one corner of the bookcase was supported by a loose block of wood. Maybe I'd been a little heavy-handed, but it was a question of survival. Of course, I was still tied to a chair in a burning house with no means of escape.
Yeah, I remember this from when I was a kid.
With one mighty bound, our hero was free. Now, I had to deal with that fire. The rope was shredded and no possible use to me. I had no further use. The bureau had a sliding lid. Inside, I found a bottle of tequila. Normally, I didn't drink strong spirits, but today was far from normal. Ew. Disgusting. Not only did the tequila burn like hell, I just managed to stop myself from swallowing the worm. There was something short, fleshy, and gross on the carpet.
And doesn't George
It was the worm
Stewart.
from the bottle of tequila.
Typical thing, he would pick it up. Alright, so that looks better looking. Definitely in the first game. That's a, oh.
It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry.
Yeah, you should remember that.
That dart was sharper than a mosquito's business end, but this didn't deter me from getting it anyway. It was a stylish little canvas number containing a lipstick, a handwritten note, and a pair of nylon panties with a large love heart emblazoned across the front. It occurred to me that Nico's tastes must have really changed while I was away. Well, they could be useful.
Alright.
I wasn't going to touch the box after that spider had been inside it. In the drawer was a small decorated pot. The pot contained a key. It looked like a house key. I guess I had no business reading the note, but I figured it might give me a clue to what Nico was involved in. It was from Andre Labino, the history student Nico had known at college. The letter was sentimental mush, and revealed that the exotic lingerie, as he called it, was a gift from him. It gave his telephone number. Labino figured himself as a rival for Nico's affections, but I couldn't believe that that creep was in the running. It was Nico's lipstick. It wasn't my color, and it reminded me of clowns. It was a pair of red, lace-trimmed panties decorated with a large black satin heart.
Neat. Alright, let's see if we can use this key on anything. Window's a barred.
I wasn't going to get through those sturdy bars. The cabinet was locked. The key was way too large to fit into that. As I released the lock, something blew the doors open. The cabinet was already... It was a small
mill cylinder. I think it's a lighter.
That cylinder was hot. I couldn't pick it up with my bare hands. The panties I'd found in Nico's bag were just what I needed to wrap around the hot cylinder. It was a small metal cylinder with a valve at one end.
Radio.
I wasn't convinced that... Wrong. I don't... The fire had taken hold and ignited part of the polished wooden floorboards.
I remember what it did now.
The door blocked my only means of escape. I wasn't going to get through those sturdy bars. The bookcase had fallen on its front, making it impossible to reach the books inside. I wasn't touching that spider goo. I had no time.
That's a reasonable thing. Not sure what to do now. There's those three. Oh, photograph.
Nice couple. Ubier and his wife, I guess.
Ubier? Ubier?
I had no further youth.
Oh, you never know. In the window. Oh, yeah. Siphon.
There was no pressure in the siphon. I guess it was out of gas.
Ooh, hold on.
The cylinder gave out a faint hiss as the valve opened.
Huh?
Now I had one primed up and ready to use extinguisher.
I remember as a kid, it took me hours to figure that out. There was like
With a well-aimed squirt of his soda fountain, our unshakable hero saved the day. Now it was time to start looking for Nico.
I would sit there for hours just trying to figure out how the hell do I do that.
The house key didn't...
Alright, so I just opened it.
I wasn't gonna... And it wasn't the time for some...
Okay. Kick it. That power off a left kick. I think it was left kick, anyway. There's the phone we can use to call... What do we call him? Check that door in a minute.
I'd found a piece of newspaper folded in two. It referred to a forthcoming eclipse of the sun. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be visible from Europe. The best place to view the eclipse would be Mexico. Much as I disliked him, Labano might be my only hope of finding Nico.
Hi, Andre?
Who is this?
It's George Stobart, Nico's boyfriend.
Don't you mean ex-boyfriend?
Look, I didn't call you just to pick a fight. I need to talk to you about Nico.
Can't you accept she's just not interested in you?
Listen, Andre, we need to talk. Nico's life depends on it.
Okay. You remember the cafe at Montfaucon?
Sure. Andre? You'd better show, you creep.
I felt an irrational urge to wipe my ear.
Here. I don't know if that's for that door or for this door, but we'll try this one. This one first, and then we'll try this one. Oh.
The house key didn't fit this... It was locked.
Can we even get in there?
The tiny point was only of use for...
Alright. Guess we can't get in there then.
I unlocked the door. I wasn't looking forward to meeting Labano again, but he was my only link with Nico. There was no sign of Labano when I got to the cafe. I decided to order a coffee and wait for him.
Pardon me, but don't I know you?
Huh?
You were here the day I found the catacombs.
I was? Ah, yes. I remember you.
Yeah. Are you still in the police force?
No, not anymore. I'm a man of leisure. And what brings you back to Paris?
I'm waiting for an acquaintance.
Bon. And you have found another. Will you share a bottle of wine with me?
Hey, listen, I'd love to, but I need to keep a clear head.
So my company isn't good enough for you.
What do you make of this dart?
I remember a case where the victim was killed with just such a device. The poison acted in seconds, causing his body to swell up like an inflatable life raft.
What do you make of this news cutting?
Orphanage supplied fast food chain?
No, it's the article above that.
Oh! Total eclipse of the sun. Well, that's very dull in comparison. I don't know anything about eclipses.
Tell me what you make of this note.
From my years of experience, I gained a pretty good insight into handwriting. I'd say that note was written by a compulsive, obsessive type. with an Oedipus complex.
Hey, you got just about everything apart from the ponytail. Have you ever heard of a Professor Oubier?
No, monsieur. I don't recall the name.
Well, apparently he's an expert on Mayan art and history.
A little out of my field of experience, monsieur. If he'd been a serial killer or a sodomite, I might have been able to help.
Why did you leave the police?
I was forced to retire. The golden handshake. Only in my case, it was more copper than gold.
How come?
I was made a scapegoat to cover up the department's inefficiencies.
Trying to see when I take the flask.
It was a small silver flask from which the man was topping up his glass. I couldn't snatch the man's flask while he was looking.
Yeah, that's distracting. Somehow.
Oh, garçon.
He ignored me. I'm sure it was deliberate. It was too hot to sit inside the cafe. Besides, I might miss Labino. I had no desire to go down into the sewers. I had no place to... Besides, I didn't want to...
What's that you're drinking?
It's wine.
Oh, really? Seriously? You don't say. When is he not looking? I'll wait here for him to not look.
The man was still looking.
Of course he was.
The man...
Oh, when's he not looking is the problem.
The man was still looking. The man was still...
Hey, you. Well, I'd like a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
When I finish serving this gentleman.
The man was... I had nothing else.
Ah.
Un café.
Thanks.
The waiter wouldn't have been interested.
What does that guy keep pouring out of his flask?
Absinthe.
Absinthe? I thought that was highly dangerous and outlawed in France.
It is. Don't look at me, I didn't sell it to him.
Look at this. A poison dart.
Ah oui, sure.
It's the real thing. Knocked my girlfriend out cold in a matter of seconds.
Romantic. Sounds like a real close relationship you have going.
Do you know a guy called André Lobineau?
Oui, I know him. What of it?
Well, I'm supposed to meet him here. Did I miss him?
No, I have not seen him today.
Do you know that man over there?
I should think so. He's a regular customer.
Have you heard of Professor Oubier?
Oui. He married that actress, the little dachshund. They used to come here. The nutty professor and the movie star.
If Oubier's wife was a movie star, how come I never heard of her?
She was big in France. The world doesn't stop at Hollywood. Her stage name was Carol Climax. She died in suspicious circumstances.
How did Oubier's wife die?
I heard he shot her.
And got away with it?
He had a good lawyer and a watertight alibi.
Why would an eminent public figure like Oubier risk everything for murder?
He wouldn't be the first, would he? Besides, people like him always get off. Thank you.
Ah, Labanu, you finally show your scrawny little ass.
Well, well, this is a surprise, Georgie.
I wouldn't normally call you, but Nico's in trouble, Andre. Deep trouble. You have to help me find her.
What? What have you dragged her into this time?
It was you that recommended Professor Oubier as an expert on Mayan art. Now his butler has kidnapped her, and he tried to kill me.
Every time she gets involved with you, there is trouble. Walking out on her was the best thing you could do.
My father was dying, damn it. I had no choice.
Well, she soon recovered once she went back to her old friends.
Drop it, Andre. Right now, Nico's in danger, and we have to work together.
So, how can I help?
Nico needed to speak to Oubier about a stone.
Oh, you mean this stone?
So that's what all the trouble's about.
Precisely. Nicole told me to guard it with my life.
Well, it's worth more than that, surely.
Oh, very funny.
What's funny is that your life really is on the line.
What are you talking about?
The stone is a Mayan artifact, dummy, and the guy who kidnapped Nico was from Central America. It was the stone they were after.
Oh my god, you mean I could be in danger too?
I wonder if there was a voice actor I voiced him before. Did they change him, or is it just the same guy?
What do you think this is, Andre?
I don't know.
I'll give you a clue. It's got more backbone than you.
You think you're amusing, don't you?
What can you tell me about this pot?
South or Central American, I'd say. I have a friend who'd be able to tell you more.
Where can I find this guy?
He owns a gallery on the left bank, the Gliese Gallery.
For him that disappeared?
Why didn't Nico take the stone to Oubier?
I don't know. Perhaps she suspected something like this would happen.
If she's been hurt, Andre, I'll break every bone in your body.
No, that's typical of you. Do you think I don't care what happens to Nicole?
It occurred to me that slugs don't have bones to break, but I kept that thought to myself. Tell me about your friend Oubier.
He's more of a professional acquaintance than a friend.
I see. So you don't really know him at all.
No, I don't.
Does Oubier employ a guy from Central America?
Maybe. I don't know.
What do you suppose the carving on the stone means?
I don't know. I haven't shown it to anyone.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I don't want your death on my conscience, George.
Where did Nico get the stone?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, you should.
It was something to do with smuggling.
See you later.
Goodbye, Georgie.
So he said smuggling, we said goodbye. Meanwhile, several hundred kilometers away.
I've had enough of your games, Kala. Tell me what you've done with my stone.
I thought your business was simply smuggling cocaine, Karzak. Why are you so interested in that stone?
Either you tell me what I want to know, or Pablo here will make you talk.
Okay. Well, I figured someone at the university would be able to help. So I had a word with one of my girlfriends, and she told me her boyfriend was a lecturer. I sent the stone to the Department of Ethnology. You know, I figured it was South American, so... You're not buying this, are you?
That's enough. I don't have time to listen to your mindless prattle. We'll leave you to think it over. Come the morning, you'll be ready to talk.
You're just gonna sit there and stare until he comes back? You serious? No, okay.
No, I had to think.
You need anything else?
There was nothing I... No, The man was...
You need
The waiter wouldn't have been...
That's all. Thank you.
I'm not sure if I had to put the...
Wrong!
Sign in there, or... think so.
Nope. Now I could either go back to Ubier's house, or...
This is the Glees Gallery.
The Glees Gallery had style and class, but very few customers.
Lion pots.
The pots were protected by a glass case. Hi, girls. What's the joke?
What? Yeah, that ain't creepy at all. That laugh.
Fine.
Yeah, that laugh ain't creepy at all, especially with that freaking music just kicking in there. Dear God.
Rectangles in a desolate landscape. Highly cubist. The way that guy was gripping the glass, I'd need a... Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God, no.
Then I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine. Glees can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
Would you give me your opinion on this pot, sir?
Yes. Very rapouche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
What the hell do you think you're doing? You smashed my pot.
Certainly, it was not only worthless, it was ugly and offensive.
To you, maybe.
Believe me, I was doing you a favor.
That pot you smashed belonged to Professor Ubier.
Did it really? I thought the man had more taste.
I wasn't going to waste any more breath talking to that pompous blimp. Maybe I could turn the situation to my advantage, and at the same time, get my revenge. The pot had smashed...
Credit card machine? Why is that a thing? Packing case.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days, one prefers to think of oneself as European.
Sure. Whatever you say.
And how precisely may one assist you, sir?
There is a gentleman over there who seems to be enjoying your wine.
I can't think why. It was very cheap.
I found this news story referring to a total eclipse of the sun.
Really, sir? Well, fascinating.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
No, sir. This is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here, straight across the Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well, as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Ubier himself.
Do you believe the story that Ubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? She was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Could you tell me which docks Professor Ubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good God, no. I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
Have you seen any of Ubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated. What I really wanted to ask you about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir, one doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
So did I, until that slob smashed it. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the man.
Okay, I don't know how, like, these are considered art. It's just stupid. Like, anybody can paint a circle in the middle of a thing and put a little tiny other rectangular circle in the middle. Anybody can draw a freaking rectangle and put a box over there. It's just dumb. People who, like, buy and sell this stuff should be put into a mental institution.
That area is private.
Oh, so I'm not allowed back here?
No, sir.
I don't care what anyone says. They should be put into a mental institute and locked away until they're cured of stupidity. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway. Next episode.